What if the deepest heartache could unlock a hidden path to inner peace? For Helen, losing her husband after 4 decades felt like the end. But in that profound silence, something unexpected stirred. A gentle revolution for her soul, and a surprising healing for her very heart. Welcome to the Peace Age, where we explore stories of transformation. Today, we delve into Helen's journey, a testament to the quiet power within. Helen, a 74-year-old living just outside the city, in the same little house they'd shared for decades, was pretty much knocked sideways when her husband, Frank, suddenly died from a heart attack. One minute he was there, teasing her about her burnt toast, the next, gone. A low-grade sadness settled over her, a heavy blanket she couldn't seem to shake off. The house felt empty, echoing with memories. Sleep became a battlefield, her mind racing with what-ifs and replays of their life together. Every now and then, a tight squeeze in her chest would give her a jolt, a physical reminder of the ache in her heart. She started losing interest in things she used to enjoy. Gardening, her book club, even just chatting with neighbors. She felt adrift, like a boat without a rudder. It was her old pal, Martha, a woman with a no-nonsense attitude and a kind heart, who finally nudged her towards a senior citizen meditation class. Helen, Martha had said, her voice firm but gentle, "You gotta find something to pull you out of this funk." Helen was skeptical, didn't think she could focus her scattered thoughts. Meditation. "Martha, my mind's like a squirrel cage," she'd replied, a rare attempt at a joke that fell flat. But Martha was persistent. "Just try it, for me," she'd urged. "What do you have to lose?" So, Helen figured. What did she have to lose? She went to the first class feeling awkward and out of place. The room was filled with other seniors sitting on cushions or chairs, their eyes closed, a sense of quiet about them. The instructor, a young woman with a calm voice, guided them through simple breathing exercises. Helen's mind wandered like crazy. She thought about Frank's favorite armchair, the leaky faucet in the bathroom, what she was going to have for dinner. It felt impossible to just be. She almost didn't go back. But something, maybe a tiny spark of hope, made her try again. She stuck with it, though, even when her mind wandered like crazy, even when her legs fell asleep, even when she felt like she was just wasting her time. Weeks went by, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, something started to shift. During the meditations, there were moments, brief as they were, where her mind felt a little quieter. Her heart didn't feel like it was doing the jitterbug as much. That constant anxious flutter seemed to ease. Sleep came a little easier. The long, restless nights started to shorten. And that constant worrying, that knot in her stomach, eased its grip, replaced by a faint sense of something, not happiness, not yet, but maybe a sliver of peace. When she went back to the doc for a checkup, Dr. Lee, who'd been their family doctor for 4 years, looked surprised. The news was good. Her blood pressure was better, down from where it had been in the stressful weeks after Frank's passing. Her heartbeat was steady, rhythmic, and those little skipped beats she used to have were gone. "Well, Helen, Doctor," Lee said with a smile, "whatever you're doing, keep doing it." Helen hesitated, then shared about the meditation class. Dr. Lee nodded thoughtfully. "Stress can take a real toll on the heart," he said. "If this is helping you find some calm, that's a good thing." Back at the senior center, Helen found herself looking forward to the meditation sessions. The quiet moments weren't so daunting anymore. She was learning to just be with her thoughts and feelings, without getting carried away by them. She started taking short walks in the park again, something she hadn't felt like doing in months. She even picked up her knitting needles, a hobby she'd abandoned after Frank died. "I ain't living in the sadness no more," she told Martha one afternoon as they sat sipping tea after class. "I'm living with the good memories and this quiet peace." She touched her chest gently. "My heart feels lighter," she said, a soft smile gracing her lips. "Not like it's trying to break all the time." Helen's story. It's a real eye-opener about what meditation can do for your health, especially when it comes to your heart. So, what's the deal? How does just sitting still and breathing help your ticker? Well, one of the big things is how meditation chills you out and steadies your heart rate. When you meditate, you learn to slow your breathing, relax your muscles, and just focus on the present moment. This helps dial down your sympathetic nervous system. That's the part that kicks in when you're stressed, the whole fight or flight thing. As that system calms down, your heart beats slower and more regularly, and your blood pressure tends to drop. This is a big deal for older folks who are more at risk for heart problems. And get this, science backs it up. There was this study in the American Journal of Cardiology that showed older adults who meditated regularly had a lower risk of heart-related events like heart attacks and strokes compared to those who didn't. Pretty interesting, huh? Meditation also helps lower cortisol, that stress hormone that floods your body when you're under pressure. High levels of cortisol hanging around can mess with your health in all sorts of ways, including jacking up your blood pressure, hardening your arteries, and increasing your chances of heart disease. Meditation helps regulate your hormone system, so less cortisol gets pumped out, which in turn lowers your risk of high blood pressure and stress-related heart issues. Think of it like this: when you're stressed, your body is constantly on high alert. Your heart has to work harder, your blood vessels constrict. It's like revving your engine all the time. It puts a lot of strain on the system. Meditation is like hitting the brakes, letting everything slow down and relax. It gives your heart and blood vessels a chance to rest and recover. You don't need to become some guru sitting on a mountaintop to see the benefits. Experts say even 5 minutes of meditation a day can make a difference. You can just sit in a chair, your feet flat on the floor, your hands resting in your lap. You can close your eyes gently, or just lower your gaze. Focus on the feeling of your breath going in and out. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or belly. When your mind wanders, and it will, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. You can also put on some mellow tunes, instrumental music without strong lyrics. There are even guided meditation apps that can walk you through the process. The key is doing it consistently. Even that little bit of quiet time each day can do wonders for your mind and body. It's like taking a mini vacation for your nervous system. Helen's journey shows us that sometimes the best kind of healing comes from the simplest things. That deep sadness she felt after losing her husband, it found a way to turn into a quiet strength. And meditation was like that bridge that got her there. It wasn't a quick fix. It took time and patience, but the rewards were significant. We often look for complicated treatments when things go wrong with our bodies, but sometimes the answer is right there inside us, waiting to be discovered. Try setting aside just 5 minutes each day to be still, to listen to your breath, to just connect with yourself. You might be surprised at the good it does, not just for your mind, but for that precious heart beating in your chest. And like they say, sometimes the heart doesn't need medicine, it just needs a little quiet to heal. Give your heart and your soul a chance to find that peace through meditation. You might just find that in the stillness, a new kind of strength and a renewed sense of hope can blossom. Thank you for listening to today's story. Aging is not the end of the journey. It's a new beginning of healing, peace, and inner strength. Here at the Peace Age, we believe every day can be a gift when you learn to care for yourself with love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Every week, we bring you healing stories and practical health advice so you can live longer, feel stronger, and stay peaceful at heart.